My name is Nancy, and I was born in 1940. I was premature, so I was in the hospital for a couple of months until I reached 5.5 pounds before my parents could bring me home. And I came home to a sister, a big sister, who was just a year older than me. And we lived in a neighborhood where I also had cousins and aunts and uncles. A big family. When I was about 7 years old, I remember that my father was not well. He had been losing a lot of weight and everyone was quite concerned. And he had an x-ray, and on the x-ray he had giant black cavities in his lungs. So he was then diagnosed with tuberculosis. The plan was that we would sell the house and we would move to Colorado Springs, where there was a sanitarium that was specifically for TB. It was a very serious disease and there was no treatment at that time. He was in the hospital for a long, long time. Unfortunately, what happened was because of the stress and the exposure, my mom came down with tuberculosis. My mother needed to leave us and we needed somewhere to go. My grandparents, I believe, found the Myron Stratton home. And the Myron Stratton home at the time was for children who were orphans or who were in situations like ourselves. And the home was, it was beautiful. I mean, and we had every advantage you can imagine. There was a dance studio where we could take dance lessons. There was ice skating. This was all on the grounds. We had a school bus that took us to school. What was really nice was the grounds were beautiful and huge, and we were allowed to go out and play. I was really, really privileged to have all the help that I got as a child, and grateful to have a family. Many children at that orphanage did not have families, and there was a sadness there that I didn't have and my sister didn't have, because we knew we had parents that would be waiting for us. So we missed them and we were sad to not be with the family, but we also were very hopeful. If anything, I feel like it made me maybe more independent and extremely grateful when we did get back together. I remember it was just amazing when we moved into our little house and we were all together. And as time went by and as I grew up, my decision to become a nurse was really from my experience with my parents being ill. I always felt like if only I could have done something. I decided very early that that's what I wanted to do, and so I went into nursing, became a registered nurse, and felt like, that was my calling.